From the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn, Day 80, The Bridegroom's Visitation. Come, said the teacher, we are going to see the start of a wedding. We journeyed through the desert until we arrived at a tent village of the bridegroom where we watched the events unfold as uninvited and mostly unnoticed guests. It was all focused on the young man and the entourage that surrounded him and followed him. That's the bridegroom, said the teacher, with his relatives and friends. The procession made its way to the end of the camp where the bridegroom got on a camel and continued, while the others followed on foot. We joined in. No one seemed to mind. We walked for about half an hour until we arrived at the destination, another tent village where a small crowd was waiting. The bridegroom dismounted the camel, was welcomed by the group, and then led into the tents. What you just witnessed, said the teacher, was the journey of the bridegroom. It goes back to the Hebrew wedding of ancient times. In order for there to be a marriage, the bridegroom had to first make a journey from his house to the house of the bride. It didn't matter where she lived, across the camp, across the desert, wherever she was, he had to journey to her. And there was a mystery in it, I asked. The bridegroom is the shadow of God, and we are each born to be the bride. But in order for there to be a marriage, the joining of the two, the bridegroom must always journey from his house, to the house of the bride. So according to the mystery, 2,000 years ago, the bridegroom, God, undertook the journey of the bridegroom. He traveled not across the city or a desert, but across time and space. From heaven, the house of the bridegroom, to earth, the house of the bride. Does the bride ever journey to the bridegroom, I asked. Never, he replied. And in the same way, you can never reach God or heaven on your own. But you don't have to. It's the bridegroom who journeys to the bride. It's God who journeys to you. He comes to your tent, to your life, no matter where you are, no matter what your life is like, no matter how far away you are from him. He still comes to your house, to wherever you are. And no matter where you find yourself, he will be the one to come to you and to knock on the door of your heart. And what does the bride do, I asked. What are we supposed to do? Open up, said the teacher. You open up and let him in. The mission today, encounter the bridegroom. But instead of trying to reach him, let him reach you. Just where you are, just as you are. Scripture references. Matthew 25, 1 through 13. John 3, 29. John 16, 28.